Newcastle spent £40 million on Joelinton, and since he's been slated time and time again after poor performances, but maybe times are changing. Eddie Howe has been able to find a way to utilise him where this season's stats are a complete contrast to last season's. In this video, I'll be analysing exactly how those changes have been made. Now, criticism of Joelinton was fair in his first season. After signing for a big fee and joining as a striker, being given the number 9 shirt as well, there wasn't expectation on him. He scored 2 goals and got 2 assists, and then the season after scored 4 goals and got 2 assists. Both of those seasons were under Steve Bruce, and in Joelinton's second season, we did start to see some experimenting with his positioning on the pitch. We saw him occasionally move to positions out wide, but realistically, this was due to Newcastle signing another striker in Callum Wilson and trying to fit them in the team together. So as we moved into his third season at the club and still not really showing too much to impress Newcastle fans, confusion as to where he belongs on the pitch and needing to impress new owners to remain part of their rebuild, it was really a decisive one for Joelinton. And well, this season has seen a managerial change with Eddie Howe replacing Steve Bruce, and this is what has really changed everything for him. When the new manager arrived, Joelinton was still being used as a forward, but quickly Eddie Howe and his coaching team were able to notice different qualities in Joelinton. He was beginning to show more defensively. In Eddie Howe's first match, he attempted the most tackles in any match of this season with 4 and won 2 of them, and this was something that carried on in the next few matches. Seeing that something different in Joelinton led to Eddie Howe making a tactical switch where their 4-2-2 became a 4-5-1 with Joelinton playing deeper in the midfield. The reason for this is, as Eddie Howe said himself, Joelinton has a technical ability that suits us going deeper into the pitch. He took to that midfield role with minimal instructions and delivered it absolutely brilliantly. Joe has been fantastic for me since we came in. We really like him. He's got good physicality and technical ability with some superb footwork to get out of tight situations. His work rate has been a real feature. He has given everything for the team and has a real selfless mindset. It's his performance against Manchester United which really backs up these quotes from the manager, where Joelinton gained the man of the match. He had the most touches for Newcastle, won the most tackles with 2, made 3 interceptions, made the most ball recoveries, won the most fouls, won the most aerial duels and completed the most passes. It's fair to say that Joelinton was involved in everything, and this is the new Joelinton. This is the Joelinton that you should expect to see in every match going forward. If you're about the eye test when analysing a player, then look no further than this match. But in terms of Joelinton's stats and being able to see a clear difference in a player's performance, it doesn't get much better than this. These are his statistics per 90 from last season and this season so far. All of them are increased apart from his shots taken, which isn't a negative of this season at all. It's a stat which shows his change of mindset this season. He's winning more tackles, intercepting more, gaining possession more regularly, dictating a match with more passes per 90, and that was evident against Manchester United where he made the most, and he's also showing a little more creativity from that midfield position. What this means for the rest of the Newcastle team is that Eddie Howe now has more quality in the midfield and more reliability when out of possession in those deeper positions, and therefore means that more counter-attacking opportunities can occur, and with Allan Saint-Maximin out wide, this is perfect. Joelinton in that midfield 3 is on the left and still has the freedom to move higher up the pitch, which he did a lot against Manchester United. His heat map was really like a left midfielder. In contrast to the 4-2-2 that they were playing, there is a big difference between the two, and especially in midfield. The wide midfielders do have that freedom to push up a little more, and this will really suit Joe Willock when he's back into the team. And John Joe Shelvey sits in the midfield hole and doesn't push up too high. So it's a tactical switch of formation, but it's really making the big difference in midfield more than anywhere else. As we approach the January transfer window, you'd have thought at the start of the season Joelinton would be a player to improve on in the attack. But a change of position and role has seen the apparent worst ever Premier League signing become an integral part of Newcastle's escape from relegation. If you enjoyed the video, then please click the like button. It really does massively help and make a difference to the channel, and for more insight and analysis, subscribe to Route 1.